Hey guys, it's me Ace, and this time I'm back with a basic shirt tutorial where I'm going to show you how to create your own shirt from scratch. I have friends asking me how to create clothes of their own sizes as they can't fit my patterns. I developed my patterns from Winifred Aldrich's basic body blocks, but it's totally fine if you don't have a block to work from. You can still create a pattern that fits you. So the trick is to clone from your existing clothes. It may sound challenging, but I assure you that it's really not. I will guide you through each step, and soon you will have a shirt that looks just like this.
Materials that you need: a shirt to clone, tailor chalk, dressmaker pins, paper scissors, pencil, eraser and Sharpie marker, matrix ruler, brown craft papers or mahjong papers. Start by folding the shirt into half. Fold the brown paper into half and place the center front of the shirt on the fold line. I'll be tracing the hem, side seams, armhole, shoulder and neckline. The armhole part is a little tricky, so I use my finger to press on the seam line and gauge the points. You can also use pins for better accuracy. Do the same for neckline. I remove the shirt and connect the pencil dots. For the armhole and neckline, you can connect the dots with a curved ruler or do it freehand. These curved rulers can be bought at Spotlight or Chinatown if you're in Singapore. I add 2 cm seam allowance to the hem and 1 cm allowance for the rest, and we are done with the front. I'm using a marker for the lines so you can see and also easier for me to cut it out. Unfold the paper, fold the shirt on the back and place on the fold line. Extend the hemline down from the front piece. Match the back hem to the line. You will see that my back neckline is higher than the front. Trace the neckline, shoulder, armhole and side seams. Connect the lines and add seam allowances. Once I'm done, I add the grain lines and mark center front and center back. Grain line is important as a guide when cutting fabrics. I will share more in a later part. Cut the patterns out. Few things to take note: the side seams of front and back should be matching in length. The intersection of armhole and side seam lines should ideally have a 90-degree angle, but since it's supposed to be an easy home project, we don't have to follow the professional practice, but if you have the tools and understanding, do go ahead and correct the angles. For me, I'm keeping it as it is. Also check that the shoulder seam lines should match in length. Next, take a smaller piece of brown paper and fold it into half. Place the front sleeve on the fold line. Trace the seam lines, and for the armhole part, I use my finger to press on the seam line and gauge the points. Unfold the paper, extend the sleeve hem. Place the back sleeve along the fold line and trace the seam lines. Connect the dots and indicate the shoulder point and grain line. You will also notice that the curve for the front is steeper than the back. This is to allow more arm movement for the front. The back bodice is usually flatter, so the curve is more gentle. Once I have the basic sleeve shape, I am able to modify the design. I can extend the sleeve length or shorten it. I can also widen the sleeves by adding some flare at the side. I'm going to extend the length so I can roll up the sleeves and also add a little flare. My shirt is more of an oversized design. Add 2 cm seam allowance to the hem and 1 cm allowance for the rest. Take note of the hem when cutting the pattern. It is important to fold the seam line and cut. This is to mirror the underarm seam, so when I fold up the hem, there won't be gaps at the sides. When I'm sewing, I will match the sleeve's shoulder point to the body's shoulder point. Front sleeve will be sewn to front and back sleeve to back bodice. The back neckline is normally higher than the front. You can raise or lower the neckline accordingly to preference. For the bottom, you can shorten the hem for a crop top or elongate it to make it into a shirt dress. You can also flare out the side seams for a relaxed fit or taper it down for slim fit. With these basic patterns, you are able to create your own garments and not worrying if they are able to fit.
In my next video, I will show you how to cut fabric with these patterns that I just made and also the steps to sew the shirt up. Don't forget to click subscribe to get my latest video notifications and click like if you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you soon. Bye!